All right, thank you. So I'm going to share my screen right now. Mm, okay. So I believe everyone can see my screen. So this is what we are going to design this night. This is the image that we are going to replicate. So let's just take it outside here and start working. So first of all, this is a mobile screen. This is for mobile. We all know what mobile is, your phone. So to start with, we'll select our frame and look for any one here. We have 14, iPhone 14 Pro. So let's just go with iPhone 14 Pro Max. So this is what we have here. All right. So to start with, we are going to set our layout grid, and this is what we have. I'll first set the columns, so 4, then the margin. So let's see what we have here. Okay, I think 16 will work. Then I will set my rows. So the count will be 800, and it will be in the center, and the gutter 0. So this is what I have here. This is what I have here. You will see that we have lines everywhere. Oh, please, mute your mic, please. Right. So this, we have something here. We have a number here. This should be the time, 209, and we have all this here. So let's design our status bar now. So I go to where I have my settings and where I have my text. Yeah, click and type 209. 209. So this is what I have here. So I'm going to adjust the font size to 14 so that it will be visible, and also change the color to black. So you can type black here, or if you know about code, color code, you can just type 00. That's the code for black. So I have this already. So I need my the icons here. So I'm going to go to where I have my resources, go to plugin, and if you don't have all these saved, you will not see them here. So you have to search for it. So I do use material symbol. You see that you use material symbol, we have Iconify, we have different types of icons plugin. So which one you prefer is totally fine. Oh, this is Iconify. So I want to use material. All right. So I want some Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Okay. So you drag and drop and enter on your keyboard. So you will see it here. So I need which one again? Okay, yeah, this is it here. Okay. Drag and drop and enter on your keyboard, then you see it here. And I need battery. I'm going to search for battery. All right, so let's go with this. Enter. All right, so I have everything I need here. Good. So I'm going to click on everything, and for you to do that, you click the first one, hold your shift, click the second one, still hold your shift or press your shift, and click on the third one. Then you add auto layout to it, or shift A, anyone will work. So this is what I have here. Auto layout will automatically help you put everything inside the frame with the same margin. So I have this here. I'm going to place it here. Okay. So I also have my time here. I want them to be on the same line. So I'm going to click on this and click on this and still add auto layout. All right. So for you to know that your design is in the center, if you press your hotkey and hover, you will see that we have 16 here, which is our margin. If you remember, we did margin for the column. So we have 16 here and we have 16 here. So that means that it's not inside the margin, and which is exactly what we need. So we have something like brief here. I'm going to go to where I have my text and type brief. Brief and stop. So this is actually smaller than what we have here. So I'll go to where I have my text properties and increase the font size to this. So we can all see that this is different from this in the sense of the we call it width. So this is regular. I'm going to set it to bold so that we'll have exactly what we have here. So, and I have my alignment properties here. So I'm going to align it to the center. So we want to design this. We want to design what we have here. So I'm still going to go to where I have my text, and the first thing I have there is 5. So I'm going to type 5 on my keyboard and adjust the text size here. I'm going to use 14. 14 is too small. I'm going to use 16. Then set it back to regular. So we can see that it's as if it's inside a circle. So I'll go to where I have my tools, shape tools, and click on this and try to hold my shift and draw a circle. So I have this, and this is too big. So I will go to where I have the properties and adjust the width and the height. So I will use 16. Let's try 16. It's too small. So let me use 32. Oh, it's perfect. So I want to put this inside the center. So it will always happen like this because it's a shape. So I'm going to bring it to the front here, yeah, and adjust it to the center, and I will group it. So I have this already, and the color, we can see that the color is, it looks like is close to orange, red. So I will change the color here. Let's go with okay. Then the one inside the 5 is white, so I'm going to change it here too. So I will just type white inside. So you can type white, or if you know the color code, you can just type it there. So we have this, and we have new bulletin here. So I'm going to go to where I have my text and type new new bulletin. Okay. So we can see that the weight is different from this. So I'll go to where I have my text properties and adjust it to semi-bold. Yeah. So I will also adjust the font size to 24. 24 is too big. So let me use 20. Okay, so this is what we have here. So I will click on the first one and the second one, then add auto layout to it. So I have my auto layout properties here. So we can see that the spacing between this 5 and this new bulletin is very small. So I'm going to adjust it here and set it to 8. All right, it's perfect. So we have our cards. We have the card here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to draw the card here. Just draw the frame. So I will use frame instead of rectangle. So up. Okay. Please, someone's mic is please can you just mute yourself? Alright. Yeah, thank you, Rotimi. Okay, so let me just quickly go back because I don't know where I stopped again. So for this, I added auto layout to this. I clicked on this, then hold my shift and click on this. So that's where I got my auto layout. That's why they are together here. So auto layout will just automatically help you put everything inside the frame. And I adjusted my properties here. You can see that this 5 is close to this new bulletin. So I adjusted the properties here. The horizontal space between I set it to 8. So and also I click on this where I have my frame. I click on frame, then draw a rectangle here. That's what we see here. So I'm going to change the color so that it will be visible. So this is what we have here. So now we move to where we have this text. So I'm going to type the text. All right. I think we have a L, then we have dots, dots, dots. Okay, so this is the first one, and the second one is inside the brackets. Then we have file. I think it should be file. Okay, so this is what we have there. We have this. So I'll click on this first one and the second one, and I'm going to add auto layout and adjust it to 8 here. Okay, so we have this. So we still have a test under. So instead of going to where I have my T, I'm going to click on this first one, drag it down, then type this. We have FDA, we have approach. So this is what we have here. All right. So as you can see, the font size is um bigger than this. So I will go to where I have my properties here and adjust it to 24. Okay, I think 24 works. All right. So we have this one here. So we also have some text under. So I will just copy this too. It's either you copy and paste or you just drag all the hotkey. So we have Matthew. Matthew. I won't type everything. Then under we have published. So I will just drag this one too. And we have a line here. So I'll go to where I have my pen. Click on this. Um, you first right click, then hold your shift and draw a straight line. Oh, sorry about that. Delete. Okay. So when you are done, you click on done or enter. Anyone works. So we have US8 news here. So I'm still going to do the same thing. Drag here and type US else. Right. So we have everything. We have everything ready. So now let's start working. So this Matthew and this published 2 days ago, we can see that they are closer. So I'm going to use auto layout for the two of them. Add auto layout and set the vertical space to 8. So we have this US8. We can see that it's closer to the line. So I'm going to click on the line and okay. First of all, we have to change the color. Can see that is gray, it's not black. So let me change for this one. Let's go to where we have our fill and change it to this. Yeah, this one works. So we are still going to use the same color for this. So I'll click, then I'll copy this, then use this for this one. Paste. So this one, the weight is different from the regular text. So I will change it here to medium. So the name here too, I will change it to medium. Medium. Okay. And also this one, I'm still going to use the same color for it. Copy, paste. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we have here. So now I'm going to add auto layout to this one. This okay. We have 20 here. This one and this the line here. Add auto layout. So I will adjust the property here to 8. Then this I'm going to add another auto layout. Add auto layout. Then adjust this. You can see that the spacing is more than this other one. So I'm going to adjust it to 16. So for this one, I'm still going to add another auto layout. I click on it, add another auto layout. Okay, and set the spacing to 8. So for this one, I will still add another auto layout and set it to 24. All right. So we have this here already. So the next thing now is to set go to our resizing tools and set everything to fill container. So you click second one and set it to fill container. I'll click this one too, the same thing. Then the line here. Okay, and set it to fill container. Yeah, so that's what we need. All right, to fill container. So you make sure you set everything to fill container, and fill container will help you resize your elements well. So I'll click on this one and hold my shift and click on this frame that I have here and still add another auto layout. All right. So click on this and set it to fill container. Good. So this is what we have here. So we can see that we have a margin here. It's not close to this edge. So I'll go to where I have my horizontal padding and set it to 16. Okay. So this is what I have here now. So to get your images, you see that you right click and go to plugins and go to find plugins, or you go to where you have your click on plugins and search. So we are going to use Unsplash. So I will just click on Unsplash, and you can save your plugin when you click on this. I have it saved, that's why you're seeing more option. So I'm going to click on Run and wait for it. So while we wait for, oh, it's here. So I'll just use a random picture, just use a random image. So let me go to space. It is. All right. So we'll not need this anymore. So you can see that we have a curve here. We have a curve here. So it's called corner radius. So I'm going to go to where I have my here, the properties. Here is corner radius and use 16 depending on how we want it to be. So we have another one here, another curve here down here. So I'm going to set these two to 16. And if you check this, you can see that we have a shadow here under. So we have a space here to under this US health news. So I'm going to use set it here too. I'm going to use 16. Okay. So we have drop shadow. So I'll go to where I have my effect and add drop shadow. Okay. So let me off my grid to see what we have. Oh, control save. Okay, because it's not in field. Okay, let me try to bring it out so that I can see it well. So this is what we have. So I'm going to add a drop shadow here, then copy and paste to replace here. Then off my grid and see what I have. Okay, yeah, so this is what we have here. So we can see that we have some things under here. We have recent bulletin, and this. So I will increase the length of my screen a little. All right. So then I will just go to this and drag it. I'll hold my hotkey, then drag it down. So okay. So this is what I have here. So I'll rename this to recent bulletin. Right. So and I will use the same color. Copy, paste, enter. Okay. So for you to get this icon, you go to where we have our resources plugin, we search for material symbol and run it. So I'm going to search for what we have here. So let's try to use clock. Let's see. Okay. Okay, this one looks like it. So I'll just use this and enter. Okay, so I have this one. So I will copy it and paste to replace this. Okay, then delete this. So we have this. We have read bulletin. So I'm going to copy this text too. Then type read. So and we have this line here. So it's either you use this line here or you use your pen. So I prefer to use my pen. So you click and hold your shift and draw a line. Then when you are done, you click on done. So we have 0 here. I'll go to have this and type 0. So I'm going to adjust the font size to 24. Oh, let's use 32. It's actually bigger. Okay. Then I'll set it to regular. Okay. Then we have text under here today. So I will still do the same. Um, drag this down. Then type today. So this is what I have here. So let me change the color to of this one to yellow. Right. It's not showing well. Okay, it's fine. So the the font size is different from what we have here. So I'm going to adjust it here. I'm going to set it to um 16 and we use regular. So I'll click on this today and click on the 0 and add auto layout and set the padding to 8. Then click on this line also and add another auto layout and set the padding to I think 16 will work. Good. So this is what we have here. So I'm going to duplicate this. See that you press Ctrl D or you hold your Alt key and drag. So we have 3 on this place. After. So I'll click on the first one, the second one, the third one, then add another auto layout. Please, someone's mic is on. Please, can you just help us mute yourself? All right, thank you. So I'm going to adjust this here where we have it set to packed. I'm going to adjust it to space between. Then try to drag it here. This is what we have here. Okay. So then we are done with this. So I'll click this and add another auto layout and adjust the padding here to 16. Right. So I'm going to give it a fill here and we have a drop shadow too. I'm going to go to where I have my effects and add drop shadow. So we can see that this is not close to the edge unlike what we have here. So I will adjust it here to 16. 16. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is what we have and we can see that it's starting from the margin which is not what we want. So I'm going to drag it here and okay. So I'll set this one to fill container like we did for the other one. Then this one will be like this. It will be here and drag this one into perfect. So we have corner radius. I will set it to we use 16, so I will use 16 for this one too. Then there's a little space under here and on top. So I'm going to go to where I have my vertical padding and set it to 16. So this is what we have here. So I'll click on this and click on this recent and add another auto layout. So and set the spacing to 16 too. So this is what we have. So um I'm going to, for consistency's sake, we have the spacing between this and this is 39. So I'm going to move it up a little so that it will be in 32. Yeah, so let me off my grid now. So this is what we have. Yeah. So this is our own version of this. This is what we have here. All right. Rotimi, please can you stop recording so that we can go to question. If anybody has any